3, 2, 1. Good day, everyone. GarageKing here, and today I have the Snap-on May 2025 Flyer of the Month. Premium tools, quality treats, unbelievable fun. Better than the ice cream truck. And there we have a little ice cream scooper, but it's kind of like a tool. Looks like a spline drive there. So triple scoop of summer 2025. We've got some new products. We've got some BOGOs in this one. So let's get right into it. First, we always start with the new products. So here we have a video inspection scope. There is no price. I'm still saving up for one of these things. I know they're super expensive. I still have an old DeWalt one that looks like, it looks like it was recorded on a VCR. Anyway, we'll just leave that. Let's keep moving here. These are kind of cool. What they are is they are super stubby ratchets. So we got a 3/8 one there for $170. It is a flex. And here we have a straight one. It is a stubby again, $145. These ones are very interesting because they hold the bits. So you can see mine here. I have one that does hold bits. It's obviously not a Snap-on. I don't even know who makes this. I think it's a Stanley or something. Yeah, it's a Stanley. So just a little cheapo, but I really would like one of those Snap-on ones. So perhaps I can get myself one of these in the future because I do think it would come in handy. Although 170, it's a lot, but it is a Snap-on. At the end of the day, it's Snap-on. What else do we have? 85 lumen true pen light, $81. And then here we have a 3-inch wide heavy duty scraper. So this looks like it's part of their sort of carbide scrapers. These are $185 each, so definitely not cheap. I do have some Snap-on carbide scrapers, and you know what? They do work really, really well. These ones are quite old and they last a long time, so I do like the Snap-on carbide scrapers. Next up, we have some gel cushion knee pads. No thanks at $74 just for knee pads. I know they have inner anti-slip grip pattern, but maybe they're super good. Actually, I shouldn't say, we shouldn't buy them. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. I just think that's a lot for those. Let's move over here. This is different. A 6 or 12 volt classic bulb style simple circuit tester. You could build one for 1/4 of this. However, it wouldn't be a Snap-on, and it's probably got some really nice leads and wires. And I guess you connect it to your circuit, and the more it glows, the higher the circuit draw should be, right? Yeah, higher circuit voltage or amperage, the brighter the light. So there you go, $88, so it's good for testing things. Let's turn the page, everybody. All right, we got some major BOGOs here. So the right socket for every heavy duty need. So these are all 1/2-inch drive. So here we have our Imperial sockets, 13-piece 1/2-inch drive, 6-point SAE. You buy it for $9.25. Now that's 3/8 to 1 1/8 in a storage tray. And what do you get? You get a 9-piece 1/2-inch drive, 6-point deep impact socket set. So you're buying the chrome and you're getting the impact. And for the impacts, you're getting 1/2 to 1 inch. Let's go down here. These should be the same thing. Yep, 3/8 to 1 1/8. But instead of being deep, these are just the shallow. So here's the chromes for $565. And you're going to get 11 piece. So a few more pieces than up top there. 3/8 to 1 inch impact. We move down here. We should be getting into the metrics. And yes, there we are. 13-piece 1/2-inch drive metric deeps. Those are $760. And you're getting a 12 to 24. And if you buy those, you're going to get the impact. And that's a 10-piece 1/2-inch drive impact. Deep sockets, and that's 10 to 19. Now here are my deep impacts. These are my metric ones. I do have a 10 here. If we look, this should be a 10. Snap-on, where is it here? Yeah, I do have a 10, and you can see I barely ever use it, so I don't really use the 10 very often. Let's find out where that one goes, back there. But 19 to end is kind of small if that one ends. There's my 19, because you're going to use it on a lot of wheels. Same with 21, which is very close to 13/16. But I also found that I used the bigger ones, and my deeps, without getting into the axle nut sockets in the back, go up to, 24. And you can see I have used it, not a heck of a lot. But this one I have used a lot, so I would advise at least trying to negotiate to a 22, which is the same as a 7/8, which I probably used on wheels. All right, back to the Flyer. Now, if we go here, these are the shallow ones in metric, so 13-piece, so 12 to 24, $545, and you're going to get the 10 to 19 impact in the shallow 1/2-inch drive. And if we look at our buy gets, you can see, as I showed you, what the prices were. And this would be the price of these ones that you get if you actually had to buy them. So you are getting a little bit of a discount there for sure, especially with Snap-on, as we all know. So on the next page, we have the highest caliber cuts. So we got some pretty good side cutters, it looks like. So we got a 5-piece, I was gonna say 3. We have a 5-piece cutter set. You can get it any color you want. Regular $458 down to $389. There's the pieces that you get. And yeah, Snap-on side cutters, they are really good. I do have some here, as you can see. I like my Snap-on, so I got a lot of Snap-on here as well as I got some off brands, and then these ones I just got here for doing snap rings. So anyway, we'll have to try them out. But it's getting just too messy, and I'm really not happy. And if you go down one drawer, yeah, I know there were shoes under there. It's just, it's ridiculous, and it's embarrassing for me being a YouTuber having a drawer like this. So I want to organize them more like these. So I did pick up these on Amazon, and I'm going to try to organize that drawer. So next month when I do the flyer of the month, you can judge me, and let's see how well I can sort of fix up my drawer and just make it that much more organized. I like these ones because they have, for spring pliers here, these are a little more narrow and these ones are a little thicker. So anyway, I got them on Amazon and they were pretty cheap. I can throw the link in the description below if you want them. If you don't want, it doesn't matter, but my toolbox is just getting too messy. Anyway, that's where we were. These ones, 5-piece plier set, or 5-piece cutter set, sorry, and on sale for $389. Let's just turn the page and keep moving. Now, what we got here is some delicious deals in your favorite flavors. So how is that even supposed to work? Well, what do we have here? Pliers, cutters, crimper set. None of these are actually, I guess, for sale to buy. You have to ask your dealer how to get a taste of these treats, which basically means cha-ching. That's right. You're going to have to spend a lot of money. These are pretty cool, these 1/2-inch drive extension sets. Satisfy your cravings for cold forged treats. So I guess Snap-on cold forges them. I did the other day try to, clean up some of these here. So I bought this as well on Amazon just to put some of my extra stuff in here. But I'm not happy with it because, this one here, it's actually too long here. This one, I don't know what it is. It's like 11 or 12 inch or something like that. Extension and locking ones. And anyway, so I don't know if I'm 100% happy with this. Maybe I'll try to find just one for 3/8, one for 1/2 and 1/4, and I'll try to like separate them or something like this. This one stayed in the plastic that I bought. This was at Wobble Plus, but these are sort of just a mix mash of stuff. But anyway, I'm doing my best. And then here, there's some other stuff you can get from your dealer: screwdrivers, hammers, ratchet. This is kind of interesting. It looks like a pizza cutter down there with an instinct handle. So has an instinct handle. And what else do you have? A mini keg for your favorite evening party. All right, and I think there's even like a barbecue or something like that. Charcoal grill. So there you have it. All right, let's turn the page and let's just keep moving on, everybody. All right, now we have some electrical equipment. So where do you land on our multimeter lineup? Now, why would you ask a question like that? Because we're trying to sell to you. So here, traditional, basic, enhanced, or advanced. And what they do is, if you look at the box here, so you're a new tech, you're an experienced tech, you're a mid-level tech, or you're a master tech. So the master tech, you would be going for this one. But I think it just depends where your skill set is. And basically, if you even like to do electrical diagnosing, there's some good mechanics that I know that just don't like doing electrical diagnosing. And then there's some other mechanics I know that love doing the electrical diagnosing and they just don't like the other dirty work. So really, you have to buy what you want. There's the prices there. There's the model numbers. This one obviously has a ton of stuff. It is $886 on sale. That's still a lot. This one's $548. Then we can go down to $399, and then the base one's $251. I think that's just way too much for the base one. These more expensive ones are kind of interesting because they actually have RPM induction. So there you go. They have inductive pickup for RPM and with the test leads, and you can see that's actually just the most expensive one right there. And even in the bright sun, it is readable via your phone. So, and there you can see the phone and the app is not included. But anyway, I think it's kind of cool. you know. Anyway, let's keep moving on. So now we flex some major muscles with half-inch drive. They're really promoting half-inch drive this month. So here we have 18-volt half-inch drive impact. Now you get 140 off with a trade-in, so you're going to be able to get 140 off. But this kit includes 2 batteries and a charger. If you already have 2 batteries and a charger, or a battery and a charger, I do. And the reason is I bought that Snap-on vacuum cleaner, so I had to get batteries and a charger for it. Then you can get just the tool by itself right there, and it's $830. So lets you know how much their batteries are. So $830 for the tool by itself, or if you want the batteries and the charger, it's $1480. So quite a bit more. And I'm still using this CC one, so I don't have a Snap-on one. It's 21 volts, but it probably doesn't put out as much as the 18-volt Snap-on one, that's for sure. But that's all I use because I don't really have a lot of these electrical impacts. I have air, so that's what I use. You can see here's the price, $950. You get up to $130 with the trade-in, $1190 foot-pounds. You gotta love air just because it doesn't overheat. The only thing I do hate is the cord tangles sometimes, and it's just, you know, when you're dragging it around, it really sucks. And then if we go up here, we're back in the electrical realm, 18.5 volts. This one looks like a stubby. It looks a little bit shorter. 525 foot-pounds, and the tool is 4.2 pounds with a battery. Yeah, so it's a compact size for greater access, of course, to get the job done. So that's the half-inch impacts. Let's turn the page. Build the Epic box. No prices here, but instant rebates ranging from $150 to $6,400. So check out the back cover for more ideas. We're definitely going to have to do that. Anyway, there's no pricing there. And then if we look down here, ask how special promotions like same as cash, deferred payments, and huge instant rebates could make your dream a reality. Well, I think Snap-on needs cash, not deferred payments, because if you look at their stock chart lately, they haven't been doing the greatest. All right, let's move along here. Now we have some shop equipment. So want to grow your AC service? No sweat. So I don't think they have any prices for these. No, they don't. So I'll just scan over because it's probably going to be a little bit too much money for all of us. But you know what? I do want to show you something real quick. So I have an old R12 one. You can see this is mine. It's inside the garage. Put some stickers on it to make it feel more homely. And yeah, Volkswagen Vanagon service manual, if you caught that. Anyway, I use it for my little projects, and it is like super durable. This thing's probably like 150 years old, but it works really good. All right, so let's turn the page and see what we got coming up next, folks. Well, you know what? There is our last page. And what is this on the back? Now they have some Epic Series accessories, so anything is possible. Look at these types of configurations. This almost looks like a hard top for a car or something, but I know it's for your toolbox. Kind of neat. And this is like a really cool side cab. Anyway, no prices there, but I just thought that's kind of interesting. That's it for the flyer of the month. So April showers bring May flowers. So anyway, kind of sad this one's over, but I will definitely be seeing you in a month's time. You all have a great weekend. That is it for now. GarageKing over and out, and hope to see you again.